An eclipse is coming, and we're going to make a cocktail to honor and replicate it. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I'm Mark. This is Average Me Channel, and today we're going to do something kind of risky. A lot of times I make cocktails on this channel for the very first time in front of the camera. I am not a professional bartender. I do this stuff because it's fun, and I want to show everybody that anybody can mix a drink. Oh, today I went online and I'm looking for cocktails to honor the eclipse. On Monday, there's going to be an eclipse. That's going to be so cool. We're not going to see much of it down here in southern Florida, but a lot of you across the center of the country are going to get a perfect view of it. And we're going to make a cocktail today to honor that. So supposedly, I looked at a lot of these, and some were really bizarre. Some wanted you to put activated charcoal in the middle of the cocktail to make it look real black, with a yellow rim, and all kinds of crazy ideas. I don't see how in the world this is going to work, but we're going to try it. If it does, it's going to be really fun and exciting. So let's talk about what we're going to use today. We are going to use dark rum. I'm using Bacardi Black. We're going to use pineapple juice, simple syrup, again, homemade, half water, half sugar, boil it, and that's all it takes. You don't have to boil it, just melt it together. We're going to use Kahlua. I guess any coffee liqueur would work. And we are going to use bitters. Oh, one more thing, lime juice. And whenever I use citrus, whenever possible, I like to use fresh juice. I have never figured out how to take a fresh pineapple and make pineapple juice out of it. I would imagine put it in a blender and strain it. I don't know, but I have store-bought juice. Now I have to admit, I have this one in writing. I read through it. I didn't try it. So let's get started. I do have my mixer. Oh, good Lord, I don't have any ice in this. Let's do a little camera magic. That was an absolute fail. I knew it was going to. For some reason, the camera shut off in the middle of this, and it looked nothing like an eclipse. I got a couple of pictures here. Can show you what that looks like. I have no idea how that was supposed to look like an eclipse. So you can see that doesn't really look like an eclipse. You can see a little bit of the dark in the center. Perhaps that's what they're referring to. All that Kahlua sunk to the bottom, and that was it. We had a layer of Kahlua at the bottom. There was nothing from the top. It looked like an eclipse. How does it taste? It's all right. I would never say, hey, let's have one of these. Let's make one. I mean, pineapple juice and Kahlua, they're not a good mix. It's so syrupy and so sweet and so sugary. You might like it. I knew right out of the gate this was not going to work, but I didn't know it would be dismal. I didn't realize my camera would shut off in the middle of all this. I still have this much. I only used about half as much Kahlua as they said we should, and it's still way too sweet, way too much of that Kahlua taste. It just, no. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put the bitters in. I'll bet that's the difference, right? Sure. This is going to change the whole thing. Doesn't hurt it. Oh well. I'll tell you, the bitters did add something that fixed it just a little bit. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a special weekend episode of Thirsty Thursday. I found some other eclipse cocktails, and I'm going to try them. The one I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do the one where they hollow out the grapefruit and then mix the drink in that. How is a grapefruit even going to stand up? You put it on the table, it'll roll over, and there goes your cocktail. You might want to try it. All right, everyone. I'll see if I can put this one to bed. As always, I hope you leave some comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe we'll see you this weekend on a special weekend episode. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, like the eclipse. If you watch the eclipse, leave a comment. That's going to be more exciting than this cocktail. I'll see you next time.